It's so good to worship the Lord. It's so good to be in the presence of God all the time. Sometimes we are so used to with the routines of life. Sometimes worship just singing songs just becomes a little bit of repetition. It just becomes a little bit of routine. It just seems like, what? This is my song. I love it. Oh, I'm just gonna sing it. That's way. But we miss about the whole object of the song. The whole person of the song. We can sing songs, we can praise with our loud voices, we can put our hands up and do everything. But if it's not for Jesus, that's just worshiping music. That's just worshiping the players, or the worship him or someone else. We're here to worship God. So your reverence, you should have an honest, or whenever you worship God, you should have an honest. I say it this way, you should have an honor when you worship God. There's so many times, I'm not putting anyone down. Don't take it in the wrong manner when I say this. Sometimes we have this attitude, it's worship time. I'm just going to listen, sit back, relax. And I'm just going to put my head. Words won't come out of my mouth. It's okay. Or it's just going through the motions and yet not having any reverence. The very God of the universe is here. It's not having that reverence, that awesomeness of knowing who we really serve. Because in heaven, whenever they face the face of God, you know what the angels do? They bow down. They bow down, they prostrate themselves and just say, holy, holy, holy he is he. There's a reverence in their heart of worship. There is a reverence, it doesn't matter the song that is being sung. It doesn't matter the words that are there or not. It doesn't matter if the music is right now. It's all about the very presence of God. It has to be this honor, If he was standing here, so say it in this way, if he was physically standing here, or for example, we've been learning about a lot of things in the Bible. Whenever I think we're going to go there anyway today, so I'll just go with that part. Whenever the children of God, they had a high priest, and only he could enter the Holy of Holies. This Holy of Holies was a place that was reserved for the very presence of God. God said, you know what? Because these men are spiritually dead, okay, they cannot understand spiritual things. I need to show up physically. Okay, I need to show myself physically to a dead being, and that's why he did it. So he says, you know what, in this very place, I will put my presence, and you'll realize how powerful this presence is. So whenever the high priest went in, they did this. This is no putting down. They tied a rope to the ankle. You know why they tied the rope to the ankle? Whenever the high priest went in, it was not just for show, because they believe there could be a chance in the presence of God, this high priest will die. They knew, because we can't go enter and get that body out. We tie the rope on the ankle so that whenever a high priest died, and that used to happen, high priest died in the presence of God, in the Holy Office, because of their own sin, because of their not following what God had said for them, not following the path and the ideals of what God had anointed for them, they would die. So they would pull the rope on the ankle and pull them out. And that's how it is. In today's terms, sometimes it feels like there's a lot of times we are pulling people out. It feels like people are sitting in churches and they're still dead. In front of the holiness of God, they're still dead. So we still have to, brother, pick you up over and over and over. Instead of having this notion, I have the opportunity to serve God. I have the opportunity to worship this God who said, you know what I'll do? The first thing he said I'll do. As soon as you accept me, I'll make a home in you. I'll make your heart my Holy of Holies. I'll make this body of yours the temple of God. That's how much I love you. That's how much I want to show you how much I'll be present with you and how much we should honor.